Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to the story of Ella and Alec. Of course we are with Jacoby at the moment and Agatha, so we're heading back now to Agatha. I float on my back and stare at the lightning sky. Dawn is almost here. The moon's images fade to a ghost-like hue. The morning sun close in on the horizon line, sending a bright aura up into what's left of the night sky. The sight is so lovely. I can't help but hum a few bars of You Are My Sunshine. Awareness skitters through my consciousness. Somehow, I know I'm not alone. Flipping in the water, I move to stand on the sandy lake bed. Rings of movement shift across the still lake. A heady mix of joy and terror battles it out inside me. Jacoby, is that you? There's a barest swish of water. Long moments pass before Jacoby himself surfaces, about a yard away from me. Water adds a sheen of glossy perfection to his sharp lines of his face. And I've never seen his dark eyes more intent. Words tumble from my mouth, seemingly on their own. You're staring. It's understandable, he grins. You're glowing. On reflex, I set my hand on my throat. You aren't enough to make me glow. No. There's something silver in the water. It appears to be on your hip. I slap my free hand over my mark. None of your business, I say quickly. Quite right. There's something predatory in his eyes as Jacoby moves closer, and I'm no concern of yours either. Jacoby leans in, stopping when his mouth is just above mine. A warm breath mingles with the cool lake air. Jacoby closes his eyes. I do the same, and I wait. Isn't this when the kissing starts? I open my eyes to see that Jacoby has lifted his head a little. We're still within kissing range, but now the prince's eyes are open. The intense look remains in his eyes, only there's less heat in his stare. Jacoby turns off and swims off. I watch him leave, feeling as if part of my own soul is being torn away. As Jacoby steps out of the water, a glimmer of magic shows along his back. Turns out, Jacoby not only has horns, he also has wings. I don't know much about royal elf culture, but I'm pretty sure of one thing. It's a big deal to purposely show your true elfy self to someone else, or to lose your grip on your own glamour spell. If it's the former, then Jacoby feels more comfortable around me, but if it's the latter, then I must have upset him somehow. My insides still feel all tingly from our almost kiss. I'm used to spending my days trying to avoid being noticed, but getting not only attention, but mixed signals, well, that's just beyond me. And now we head back to Ella. Alec and I have been in document hell for almost a week. Still, we finally did it. We broke the binder code. Working together, Alec and I organised a mismatch of sheets into a single thing. Turns out, the binder is indeed a contract for a grass slipper ball. The pages list out tons of things that have to happen. As a CEO, Alec must approve it all. From there, we found the 3 areas of sketchy stuff. The sheets are now divided up into haphazard piles that cover my apartment floor. We found 3 main places where the proverbial red flags are flying high. First, something weird is happening at the L Centre. This is Lachon family's expo hall, so it makes sense they'd hold the ball there. But according to the binder, the company is digging a new something or other right below the stage. What's that all about? Second, the Queen of Hearts isn't being invited to anoint the winners, which makes sense, considering how she's on an adventure with Colonel Mallory, Alec and Bry. Still, the Queen of Hearts uses her magic to declare the ball's Prince and Cinderella, so who's running the show this time? A third, the docs specifically mention that Ella Cinder is attending the ball in order to find her prince. Guess what? I'm already Alec's girlfriend, so why does anyone think that I would agree to this? Our list of questions is set. Tomorrow is big board meeting. Alec and I decide to get an early night's sleep. I'm under my covers and about to drift off to dreamland when I see her. Sky. Matter of fact, the genie is pretty hard to miss, considering how she's hanging upside down from my ceiling again. Howdy, says Sky. What do you want? I have a gift for you to honor. In honor, I should say, of tomorrow. It's for good luck. Now, I've been around enough Magicorum to know that accepting gifts is a tricky business. I might think I'm getting myself a free lunch, but I could also be agreeing to an eternity's servitude. Still, the offer has me interested. I love me some presents. I sit upright. What is it? I ask. Sky floats down from the ceiling to a small item on my comforter. It's a tiny glass lamp. Seeing the small item, I can't help but smile. My parents founded a company called Cinder Mercantile. They employed animates, meaning enchanted objects, who all had artistic skills. One of my favourites was Kokivo, a phoenix sculptor who made other glass creations. The lamp is definitely one of Kokivo's finest pieces of works. There's no missing the swirl of colour and light within that glass. I lift the lamp gingerly from the coverlet and cradle it in my hands. Where did you get this? What's more important is why I acquired it in the first place. You think genies are unhinged and ugly, but look at this lamp. Some folks think our law is beautiful. I set the glass sculpture onto my nightstand. It's lovely, thank you. Sometimes those who look most unbalanced are that way because we carry a great and invisible load. Trust me, genies are important. That's why we can't die out. I stare at the glittering gift. But you chose to spend eternity trapped inside a lamp. No, we're forever free. Getting imprisoned is what happens when you're not careful. A dark gleam shines in her eyes. Anyone can get imprisoned inside a magical object. I frown. Is that a threat? No, it's an opportunity. Look, I appreciate your interest, but I don't want to be a genie. I'm already a Cinderella. As a matter of fact, I'm helping my prince with a glass slipper bowl, so my template is stronger than ever. The genie thing isn't going to happen with me. You need to adjust and move on. So you say. Sky pulls her Stetson low over her eyes. White smoke surrounds her in a cloud of power. The haze swirls for a moment before dissipating. Then all the haze vanishes. Sky is gone as well. I should be relieved, yet for some reason, I want to call her back. Life is weird. Shaking it off, I scooch back under my covers and try to fall asleep. It takes hours, but I eventually nod off. In my dreams, I fly over the fairylands. The rolling green hills undulate beneath me. It's beyond beautiful. I look back to check out my wings. Only they aren't there. Neither are my legs. I'm a genie. Oh, that's not a good dream to have for Ella, is it? Oh boy. Dear, dear, dear. I don't know what's happening with Ella at the moment, if I'm honest. I thought it was one thing and then suddenly it changes and then she accepted that gift, but then the genie told her that she could get trapped in a magical item. What if the gift that she's accepted could be the thing that traps Ella? I'm so confused. And I think it could be. And she's took it anyway. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Don't take the gift, right? It's dangerous. Thanks for listening to this episode. And many blessings.